Hello everyone, my name is Luyando from Natural Sciences, and in this video we are just going to go over how we can study under Natural Sciences or any first year programs to say. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about things like you need to study for 6 hours, for 2 hours, for what, you need to study from where and this. No, the things, because as people we differ. So sometimes you can, some just study for 3 hours, for 2 hours, and they understand. So as people we differ. The things that I'm going to talk about are the key things that you need to know, even if you study for 2 hours, you study for 3 hours, or you study for 6 hours. Right. So I'm going to talk about these key things. Number one, as you are studying under NS, you need to make sure that you use the simplified notes. Okay. Under NS, you'll be given the recommended books, books like Zumda, Sailway for Physics, and Ravens and Johnson's for BI. Those big books. So you find that these books are very bulky. Chimochiri book chikwete 900 pages. Imagine, can you finish 900 pages? So the best thing that you can go for are the simplified notes. So where to get the simplified notes? You'll find that the simplified notes will be shared to you by your lecturers, which just explain some of the key concepts that your lecturer is looking for under that certain course. So it's best you go through the lecture notes. Then if you want, you just go to the book for reference, because if you start by going through the lecture notes, you will find that you will know the key concepts that your lecturer is looking for, even in that big book. Okay, you know that, okay, this is not important. According to the lecture notes, it just touched on this part, and that part. So make sure lecture notes are the first thing that you need to consider. So as you're going through the lecture notes, you will find that some things, even though they are simplified, you can still understand. This is where YouTube videos come in. Let's say I'm looking at a topic, measurements and certainty under physics, but I can't seem to understand. So what I'll do is I'll copy that same topic title and paste it on YouTube, measurements and uncertainty, and I'll find videos on measurements and certainty on YouTube. So now I'll check the videos that best suit the explanation that has been given in the lecture notes, and I'll find that I'll easily understand. YouTube has a lot of videos, guys. It really helps. Uh, there are videos from different tutors, so you can find that one tutor that you easily understand and that you can use. All right, so make sure YouTube videos, you check them out. They really help. Okay. The other thing is that you need to be solving tutorial sheets. So what are these tutorial sheets? Unlike secondary, in university you get questions on a given topic. Let's say the topic is gravitation. So you find that they'll give you a list of questions that you can solve under gravitation. So you need to make sure you solve these questions. They provide tutorial sheets for almost every topic. You go through, you need to go through these questions, because usually the tests, when they are prepared, questions come from the tutorial sheets. They may get the exact question, or maybe just get the concept, or change a few values. Ngapachiba 6, Vabikapo 5. You know what I mean. So if you don't go through the tutorial sheets, why mono man? You find that pada you are writing the paper, you are complaining after the paper, you're complaining, fiachikosa. But your friends who went through the tutorial sheets, they'll find that it's easy. The tests tend to be easy because you know the concepts and you know how the lecturer wants or is going to ask the questions. So make sure you solve the tutorial sheets. Okay, so you are studying and you're solving the tutorial sheets. You also need to go through past exam and test papers. Why? The past and the past test and exam papers, you find that they'll give you a format of how the test is prepared and how it looks like. Yes, you've gone through the tutorial sheets or the tutorial sheets for, let's say, for math, but you still need the format on how the questions come. Let's say, ufwire waishiwa that usually question 2 they ask about sets. Question 1 is usually set theory. You need to know that format is very important. Without the format, you find that you go in the paper, yes, you solve the tutorial sheets, but you just end up to be confused. You end up to be confused, but because you never knew the format of the paper. So please make sure you go through the past exam papers and test papers. And another thing is that you need to make sure you start early, guys. Make sure you start preparing for NS or any other first year program early. And if it's you guys who are under NS and you never even did what's this, you never did pures, you find that you're at a very big disadvantage to those guys who did pures. So those guys touched on most of the things that come under NS, and you'll be overwhelmed. Ingef yafuma kwisa ingef, and the lecturer will just assume that anyway bonsemo alisambirire. So make sure please start early. The best time to start is when? Is now. The next best time to start is tomorrow. Okay. So with all this said, I would like to introduce you with one thing that will really help you if we consider all these things that we've talked about. You need to make sure you have this platform, which is natural sciences. I've opened it as a website, but there is an app, there is a website, there is a PC app, mobile. Yeah, so make sure you have this. If you want to search it on Chrome, you can just say Z Z Uni Systems. Just search Z Uni Systems, and you find that it will be somewhere on the list, natural sciences. Click there. Okay, already logged in. Let me log out. Okay, you find that you'll be asked to enter your email and your password, but since you don't have an account, you are supposed to go on register. Once you go there, you are required to fill in a bunch of information like your student name, your email, your WhatsApp number. You select the university. In our case, you're supposed to select CBU so that you're redirected to the content for CBU. Once you do that, it's no hassle. You just put your email and your password and you're good to log in. Once you log in, um, okay, let me log in again. Okay, once you log in, you see something like this, and I'm using the Mulungushi University portal. Okay, you find some courses. So if I select mathematics, you find that this platform, Natural Sciences, already has the simplified notes that I was talking about. So it has the simplified notes for Mulungushi and for CBU. So you log in for CBU, you find the simplified notes there. Okay. Below the simplified notes, you find some exam papers and for the YouTube videos that I told you. So you go on SchoolTube. Find that selecting YouTube videos or finding YouTube videos that best explain the concepts in the lecture notes is a skill. And to help you save time, you find that these guys at Natural Sciences, which I'm part of, have already created or made playlists for you so that you don't waste a lot of time trying to find which videos are the best to explain what is in the notes. So for example, I can click on set theory. You find that I'll find a list of videos on set theory that will help me understand what is required for me to know under set theory. You can move on to other topics like SEDS. find that I'll find a list of videos that best explain on set. So instead of me just going on YouTube, I don't know which videos will best help me understand. I can just use natural sciences. It's really helpful, guys. So make sure you get this. Um, if you have any difficulties finding it, you can just simply contact me. I think I had put my number. There's my number. You can contact me on WhatsApp. Then I can help you out to register or get the natural sciences app, website, platform, or whatever you want to call it. So a simple summary of what we've talked about is that please, simplified notes are the way to go. YouTube videos, solving tutorial sheets, going through past exam, papers and test papers, and starting early. Get a head start, guys. You might find that if into for a job better in 1 week, lecture, I cut up 30 minutes is done. So please start early. Start preparing now. If you have any questions or you need any help with anything related to what I've talked about, please, that's my number. You can call me. With that, I'm going to end the video.